welcome back to the Jugoscope Issues here in Geneva. Joining me today is Gregory Linn, independent travel consultant. So Gregory, welcome back to the studios.
Thanks for having me back.
So tell me, in 2015 so far, has there been any trending travel trends that have surprised you at all?
Not really surprising, but there is something that is becoming, of course, used more and more. That's mobile, and mobile is, you see it everywhere now. It's at the core of the strategy of most of the big hotel groups like Marriott and Accor. As well, Hilton uses it for even before traveling, because basically it's a great way to engage with customers in-house while they are in the hotel. But before traveling, Hilton allows people to choose their own hotel room, their specific hotel room, and book that online through the application. So that's why I mean, of course, everybody knows that that mobile is becoming more and more used by everywhere. And just an interesting figure, recently I saw that there's 4.6 billion mobile subscribers, 4 billion users, and actually about 3.5 billion only that buy a toothbrush every year. So that's just shows where people put their priorities.
Absolutely.
And regarding mobile as well, there's more and more things that have been used in the last year or two that have been used to start with, but now is becoming really pervasive everywhere. And one of the examples is a Twitter hotel in Mallorca. So basically, people throughout the hotel can use Twitter to order anything, to give direct engagement with the management or the personnel. And that is something that's, that has been used now in many more hotels. There's an Instagram hotel in Australia, which allows people to win hotel nights. Once they have 10,000 followers, they can just follow the hotel in Australia, and then they get a free hotel night. Or they can post new pictures of the hotel when they're staying there and win extra free nights. Another thing about the connected traveler, that's beyond mobile, is there's hotels in Ibiza that actually give connected bracelets, and that we will see more and more in most leisure hotels. And that is allowing people to make in-house payments on the go, and also to give direct feedback through tactile boards around the hotel, around the pool, giving instant recommendations about to other hotel attendees and hotel guests, and basically that's also something that's quite new but expanding.
Great, well that's really interesting. So now looking at currencies, so this summer we've seen the euro fall to its lowest point against the pound. Has stuff like that seen a surge of, say, Brits going into Europe travelling? Does it make a difference?
So just to give the Geneva example, because that's the one I know best being here in Geneva, we have less, of course, Russians, and I think that's overall in Europe because of the ruble problem. There is more Brits, more Americans coming back as well, but mainly we have the Chinese visitors, which are becoming more mainstream, and of course the Indians in Switzerland, especially because of lots of Bollywood films have been filmed here in Switzerland, and that's one of the main attractions why Indian tourists are coming to visit Switzerland.
Great, and then finally looking on to 2016, obviously you've mentioned such a high technology rise so far this year. Is there any other trends that you see continuing or happening in 2016?
The main trend I see continuing is personalization, and personalization is using small and big data from different travel providers, whatever they can collect on their travelers, so they can enhance the traveler experience. But of course that is also taken and has to be taken into context, so that there will be enhanced context realization of where the traveler is and what the customer is doing, in the sense that applications are used more and more by leisure customers and by business customers, and that's often the same customer at different times of the week. So basically that has to be taken in account. Another big thing is tours and activities. That has been a very fragmented and segmented market until now, but there again we will see more and more digitalization of that content, because only about 10% of that content is reservable or is being reserved before trip. Most of it's just bought in destination. And also I think the other big trend we'll see is digitalization of restaurants and big restaurant worldwide restaurant websites that will be able to go and reserve lots of things for restaurants.
Fantastic. Well, we'll definitely be keeping an eye out for some of those then. Thank you so much for coming in today. It was a pleasure speaking with you.
Thanks again.
Well, that's all that we have time for today, but for all the latest Jugoscope updates, do keep clicking back. Goodbye for now.